What's up, guys? Welcome to the line change. And in this video, we're going to be talking about which forwards will the Canucks lean on for the PK. Obviously, with Dakota Joshua and Pius Suter no longer being on the team, that leaves those are two guys who were basically really good on the penalty kill. They were two of our top penalty kill guys, and now they are gone. So, how are the Canucks going to replace those two, and how is the PK going to perform this upcoming season without those two on the team? So we're going to go over some forwards who could maybe slot into where Joshua and Suter were. But before we do that, as we always do, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to my sponsor, Gassy Jack Art, maker of that incredible artwork you see right there. And you guys can check them out yourselves at GassyJackArt.com. You can also find them on Instagram at Gassy Jack Art. So once again, check them out at GassyJackArt.com. So we're going to dive into another article from our friends at Canucks Army. This one is written by Jeff Patterson, JPat, and he goes on to say, with Suter and Joshua gone, which forwards will the Canucks lean on to kill penalties next season? Both by raw time on ice as well as on a per-game basis, the Vancouver Canucks have lost 5 of their top 10 penalty-killing forwards from last season. Change comes with the territory in professional sports, so some turnover has to be expected from season to season. But in a specialized facet of the game like the penalty kill, that roster turn could have a massive impact on an area the Canucks have worked hard at over the past couple of seasons to turn a glaring weakness into a true strength. It wasn't that long ago under Travis Green and Bruce Boudreau that the worst penalty killing in the league cost the Canucks hockey games on a regular basis. Last season, however, the Canucks finished with the third best success rate while a man short, 82.6%, and the best percentage in the Western Conference. But success can be fleeting, especially when the likes of Pius Suter and Dakota Joshua have been subtracted from the mix. Suter was the most used penalty killing forward last season, logging 185 minutes and 24 seconds, or an average of 2 minutes and 17 seconds per outing of shorthanded ice time. Those 185 minutes rank Suter 9th among all forwards in the NHL, so that's going to be a huge hole to fill. Joshua, on the other hand, wasn't relied on as much as a penalty killer last season as he was the previous one. In 2023-24, Joshua ranked second among Canuck forwards in total shorthanded ice time logged. Beyond those two, JT Miller, Danton Heinen, and Phil DiGiuseppe all finished in the top 10 in total ice time and PK shifts per game last season. So the door is wide open for new candidates to step up and assume prominent roles on the Canucks penalty kill next season. It stands to reason that Teddy Blueger will be the first one over the boards. He and Suter formed the team's top penalty killing duo and performed admirably. Kiefer Sherwood developed into a trusted and consistent penalty killer for the Canucks and may earn even more of an opportunity next season. Elias Pettersson will likely have to reestablish himself as a trusted penalty killer, a two-way beast when at the top of his game earlier in his career. Pettersson saw just 10 minutes and 9 seconds of shorthanded ice time after Christmas last season as he battled injuries and the Canucks moved others into that role. Drew O'Connor will certainly be looked to for penalty killing utility. Despite joining the team at the end of January, the newcomer was fourth among all Canucks forwards in shorthanded ice time after Christmas, and Connor Garland quietly emerged as a regular penalty killing option for the hockey club, which isn't a surprise given his fearless nature and the fact that his motor is always running. Of the returning penalty killers from last season, Blueger was the best of the bunch, with the Canucks averaging 3.49 power play goals against per 60 minutes of shorthanded ice time. After Blueger, it was Sherwood at 5.8, Garland at 7.46, Pettersson at 9.07, and O'Connor at 9.86. As a natural center, Pettersson may be relied on to handle defensive zone faceoffs if Blueger is unavailable or tired after starting a PK shift. Otherwise, there may be a wide-open path for Aatu Räty to step up and lean on his face-off prowess to earn him a regular role on the penalty kill, even if it's to win the draw and get off the ice. Of course, Räty needs to prove that he is fully healthy after missing most of the American Hockey League playoffs, and he has to earn a roster spot before the team can pencil him in on the penalty kill. After those players, the options get fairly thin pretty quickly. Brock Besser, Evander Kane, Filipino, and Niels Höglander don't kill penalties, and Jake DeBrusk saw next to no shorthanded time last season. It's possible that a player like DeBrusk could be asked to adapt to the role. It's also possible that a player like albeit a much longer shot, that the Canucks could work with Höglander to use Garland as his example and channel his hustle and determination into traits that could, in theory, make him an effective penalty killer. However, his 3 previous head coaches in Vancouver have all at times had issues with Höglander's defensive game, so the idea of a rookie head coach being willing to go down that road seems remote. That leaves the Canucks with a handful of Abbotsford hopefuls looking to add value to their bids to make the big league club. Both Max Sasson and R.C. Baines were among the Calder Cup champs' top penalty killers. Is it possible that they could be further developed into penalty killers at the NHL level? Much like Ratu, they need to make the hockey club first, and then they could be looked at as options to round out the penalty killing ranks. As it stands right now, Blueger, Sherwood, O'Connor, and Garland seem like the locks to start the season as the team's top penalty killing forwards. But in a world of short shifts, most teams like to have a minimum of 3 PK duos up front that they can trust. And it's not just picking the 6 guys the team thinks are best suited for the challenge. Effective penalty killing requires chemistry and an ability to read off and work with the other players on the ice. So it may take a while before the Canucks dial up their optimal penalty killing duos up front. The Canucks should be solid in goal, and they have plenty of options on defense to get the job done while shorthanded. But with the losses of Suter and Joshua, the Canucks are now very much a team in transition when it comes to penalty killing forwards. It's going to be an area to watch in training camp, or perhaps it will take until the preseason to truly get a read on what the club has planned. Either way, there will be new looks to the Canucks penalty kill next season. The big question is, can the results look anything like they did last season? So that is an interesting article from JPAT. Really gives you an inside look at, just how, I'm trying to think of a good word, how impactful the loss of Dakota Joshua and Pius Suter could very well be for this Canucks team this upcoming season, especially when it pertains to the penalty kill. In particular, Pius Suter, of course, between the two. But hey, it's looking like the penalty kill is going to look very different this upcoming season. I personally don't think they can replicate what they did last season with it being a top 3 in the league. I do think it's going to regress a little bit and be a little bit worse. Or, okay, maybe worse isn't a good word to use. It won't be as good, I should say. But I want to know from you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think, which forwards will the Canucks lean on for the PK? Were they some of the ones that JPAT listed in his article? Is there someone else that perhaps wasn't listed by JPAT? Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. And as always, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on all your Vancouver Canucks content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. You can find and interact with us on social media. You can find us on Facebook. Just search The Line Change to find our Facebook page. You can find us on Instagram at The Line Change. You can find us on X at Line Change Van. You can find us on TikTok at The TLC Podcast. You can also find us on Blue Sky at The Line Change. And if you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, feel free to give us a follow, as well as rate and review us. It is, of course, greatly appreciated. But that's going to do it for me in this video. As always, let's go Canucks, and I'll see you guys in the next video.